Hi guys, welcome back. This is Vic and this is episode number 280. It took me actually 280 episodes to get the most ethical, I would use the word, the most ethical internet marketer in 2017, none other than Brett Rutecky. Come on, Brett, amazing. It's so amazing to have you on episode number 280.
Hey, thanks for having me, Vic.
Amazing, great. And guys, before I started, so this is what Brett told me. Brett told me he's sitting right in his office, and this is the exact same office where he's making millions and millions of dollars. And he was just walking me through with all those things which are around him. And you see this, so he is right in front of you live. And if I have to introduce Brett, it's something that he is the one I've been following for almost like 3 years. And he is something, why I do that, because he does everything with so much ethics, helping the world. Whatever solution he has provided till date has really helped me, has really helped thousands of marketers out there. And now, Brett, the reason I called you for this interview is you're coming up with a product called Autonar. When I went through it, I actually am interested how this idea came up. And it is a beast. It's something everybody needs. But it would be great if it comes from your side. So, can you just give us a little brief how it all came up and you developed this beast?
Yeah, one thing that I think everybody can understand is that webinars work. So if you do a webinar presentation, you're going to sell something on a webinar. Webinars work really well. You can make a lot of money with webinars. Now, there's also a lot of real problems with webinars. I actually had a problem with a webinar the very first time I tried to do a webinar. It was back in 2014. I was doing this webinar. I had about, 50 people on the call. It wasn't a lot, but I had about 50 people on the call. And I get there, I get ready to do my presentation, and I froze up. Like, I was literally scared so much that I couldn't move. I got stage fright. I remember that it was kind of funny because I shut the software off. I shut the webinar software off and emailed everybody and said, "Oh, sorry guys, my computer crashed."
You know what similar happened with me. There's something, this whole, everybody would know this name, GoToWebinar. And inside the GoToWebinar there is a pop-up which comes with the chatting thing happening out there. And when my first webinar happened, and I didn't know that's basically the chat, so you can check the chats from there. I finished the webinar almost after 30 minutes or so. I was almost done with my presentation. I happened to click on it accidentally, not like this, just accidentally. What exactly is this happening? And there were so many comments out there saying, "Hey, we cannot hear you." I said, "Oh my God, you can't hear me." I finished the presentation.
That actually gets to the second problem with webinars. Now, I got used to doing webinars. I got over my initial nervousness. I got comfortable being on camera, and it took me a long time to do that. But then you have the new problem. The new problem is tech problems. I did a webinar, I think it was like a month and a half ago, and I was talking for 10 minutes and nobody could even hear me, and I didn't know. And I'm just going on and on. And then finally when I realized that people couldn't hear me, I'm like, all right, let's start all over again. You have those issues. Your camera goes out, your mic goes out. The third issue with webinars is that you have to get people, hang on, let me shut my phone off here.
No problem.
The third issue with webinars is that you actually have to get people to show up all at a specific date. So if you're doing the webinar at 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning, you need to get people to show up all at 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning. That's a hard thing to do. So I started thinking about all these problems, the nervousness, the tech issues, the fact that you always have to get people to show up at a very specific time. And I thought to myself, there's got to be a better way to do this. And what I realized is that the best way to do it is to give an individual webinar. So if somebody's ready for the webinar, you give them an individual webinar. And that's another issue with webinars.
This is seriously, I would agree. This is the biggest problem. Whenever, or you, me, or all those who are doing webinars, and we start getting mails right away when they see the time. Hey, I'm from UK. Do I have the recording? Hey, I'm from Canada. I won't be able to make it on that day. It really pisses me. How many people, how many different time zones, and everything at one time.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I usually do my webinars at 10 a.m. That's a decent time for me. It gives me time to wake up, eat my breakfast, have my coffee. But then I got people from the East Coast of the United States. The West Coast of the United States. I'm on the East Coast. They're 3 hours time different than me, so they're messaging me and they're
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, Brett, it's 6 a.m." And then I got guys over in the UK saying, "Hey, Brett, I'm going to be having supper at that time." And I got guys in Australia saying, "What the hell? It's the middle of the night." So,
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it just doesn't
there's
make sense.
there's only one Brett. Either you have four different clones of Brett. It's one for UK, one from West Coast, and one from his own hometown. Then it's okay. If that technology can be built, then it's okay. Otherwise, we have something which Brett is gonna introduce.
And beyond that, I realized that the final problem I realized is that, I mean, when you send people to a webinar, you send them to a sign up page. They're ready. They see your sign up page. They're interested in your presentation. They're ready for what you're going to teach them and probably for what you're going to sell them. And what do you say? Enter your email address and come back next week. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Imagine if you walk. The analogy I like to use is, imagine if you walk into a car dealership. You're ready to buy a car, and the car manager comes out and says, "Okay, cool. Come back next week, and we'll have a salesman here for you." That's stupid, right? If they're ready for your presentation, ready enough to put their email address, and you should be there to give it to them right then when they're ready for it, right?
Yeah, it's like pay today and you'll get the delivery
Yeah,
next
so I
week.
started thinking what it really needed is a way to do automated webinars. So a webinar is ready. People sign up, the presentation is right there, and it's ready for them to go and to follow the presentation. Now I started looking at other solutions. Other solutions weren't that good. There are other, I mean, this isn't, I'm not the first person to realize all this stuff, but other solutions didn't have the things that I wanted. They didn't have real-time chat. They didn't have real-time question and answers. You couldn't give people handouts. You really couldn't do the things that you wanted. With other solutions, it was very obvious that they were just watching a video. And if they're just watching a video,
I agree.
it's not a webinar. It's just a video, you know. So you need to give them the
Yeah.
experience of a webinar. That's why I started building Autonars, to give people the experience of a webinar so they can ask me questions real time when you're on one of my webinars. The question actually goes to my phone. They ask, and that's an option. You can turn it on or off. But the question will actually go to my phone, so I can answer people's questions when I'm not even there. And they think that I'm there, but I'm not.
I
So
agree.
that's why I started
I
building
agree.
Autonars. Now,
You know what, Brett? I mean, you may know what exactly is this beast looking like, but why don't we share? I mean, you share your screen and show this magic live in action. I mean, the whole things that we discussed, because that mobile thing, I am in love with it. I am in love with it because that is something which is a game changer for me, for everyone. I'm telling you that live experience with, it's in your hand all the
yeah,
time.
absolutely, absolutely.
That's
I
amazing.
actually did it when I first built Autonars. I tested. That's one of the things that I do unique in my business. Is I build tools that I actually need. People say to me all the time, like, "Brett, where do you get ideas for your software?" I'm like, look, it's simple. When I need a tool, I build it. I use it in my business. If it works, then I sell it. It's
Yeah,
pretty simple. You know what I mean?
I always love your tools. I mean, every single thing one is in my what do we say, the main box that you keep for the board. I am thing. It's
So let
in
me go
there.
ahead and show you how to build a webinar. So this is actually the Autonars dashboard.
Please,
So you
please,
go
please.
ahead, you click on Create New. You go ahead and enter in the name. I'm going to call it Vic's Demo. All right, so we'll go
Yeah.
ahead and create a name for our webinar. I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit Webinar, and this is where I can enter in my settings. So all the settings here are pretty basic. The subheadline, the presenter's name, the text, obviously what you're going to teach people, the background color for your sign-up forms. All these are very simple. I won't go through one of these settings. Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, yeah. It's very
You go
simple.
through all of your settings, fill in all your settings, button show time. If you want to have questions, this is actually the questions thing I was talking about. If you want to get email questions, you can enter in
Right.
an email address here. If you want to do something, this is something I noticed too. When I was doing live tests, people were interacting with my webinar.
Yeah.
So they were like, I'd be like, yeah, does that make sense? And they'd be typing in yes. And I'd be getting emails of them typing in the word yes, which is a real pain. So I actually put this in here called smart question filtering. So that if you want to put that in there, if they type one word or two word questions, it'll automatically filter those out for you. You don't have to get those. Because obviously they're not
Awesome.
real questions if they're just
Awesome.
two words. There's also, you can see how there's email question and answer or live question and answer. That's where you can actually answer them live in real time as they're watching your presentation. You go ahead and fill in your extra settings, your autoresponder integration so that you can integrate your autoresponder when they sign up, replay buttons, and all that good stuff. Now, something that I realized when I was building this is that in order to do these automated webinars, you need to be able to create a presentation. And I realize that that gets you back to that whole
Right.
nervousness thing. Some people might not want to create a presentation. They might be nervous about it. They might not know how to
Right.
sell effectively. So what I actually did was I created
Right.
pre-made webinars. I don't know if you can see this button up here. It says load pre-made webinars. You go ahead and you click on this
Right.
button. You pick the product that you want to sell, and incidentally, when you're selling these products with Autonars, you will get 100% of the sales price. You get all of the money. So you go ahead, you pick the product.
Uh, I have actually seen them, guys. Absolutely right. This is 100% no bluff of love. I went through. I mean, there were three in the beta version, right? I went through them, and it really is fantastic. You just need to pull in your links. Everything done for you. Everything is done for you. Loved it. And you, even if you don't want to do your webinars yourself, you're ready. I mean, it's built in the box right here.
Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead and take this drop
Yeah,
down.
please, man.
Pick the product you want to sell, that you want to make money with. Let's say My Mail It software, which is actually the software that I use to do all my promotional emails. Go ahead and click on Load Webinar Settings, and that's it. It's all filled. All this stuff is now filled in for you. Everything is done. The only thing you do
Beautiful.
is put in your affiliate link right in there, and
Please don't.
yeah,
Please don't
you
forget
want
to
to put
do
in. You want to
that.
make sure you put in your affiliate link. Now, where you get your affiliate link for those products, if you actually go to the link section, you can see all the products here.
Yeah.
I'll click
yeah,
on the one
yeah.
for Mail It plugin. It'll take me over to JV Zoo. And you can see it is 100% commissions. Just get your affiliate link, paste it in the pre-made webinar, and you now have a completely done free webinar. So let me go ahead and now I'll show you the webinar real quick. So you go here, you go and get links, and there's actually
Yep.
3 different links. The first link is your sign-up URL. That's what you're going to send. So you're going to send them to the sign-up.
Yeah. The
Go here
beautiful,
to the sign-up
beautiful
URL.
layout. Yeah, look at this, guys. Look at this. Everything done for you. Beautiful layout. Solid headline. Then the call to action button, and then Brett himself getting ready to make you money, and then the timer. And the beauty of the timer is, look at the time. It's 2 minutes 44 seconds. You don't need to keep your audience waiting for 7 days, as we were talking about. It's after those 2 minutes, you're boom. I mean, even after those 2 minutes, what will happen is there's a big button, big headline which comes like running now, and it's something which really pops up, and people just click, get inside, and they are on your list. Plus, they're on your webinar, which is proven, and you have your affiliate
Yes,
links there.
I'll go ahead and put in my name here.
Now,
Register, and you can see it's going to tell them it's going to start in 2 minutes. Once that 2 minutes is over, the webinar will go ahead and it will start. You also have your direct webinar URL, so if people actually have already signed up for the webinar, you can send them to the direct webinar URL and they can watch the replay. They can watch the video, see how it says connecting to webinar.
and everything, guys, I mean, all of those who are watching this, look at this. Look at the interface. It's so simple. So simple. I mean, anybody, I mean, I was able to understand everything in less than a minute. Like, okay, this is it. Boom.
Now, this
I'm
is-
all good to go.
This is just
No
like a webinar. This is the
conflicts.
question and
Yeah,
answers.
please.
This is actually the simulated attendees. You can put that. That's an option. You can simulate there being more attendees. Now, I have my browser muted so people can't, so you're not hearing this. But this presentation is actually going on, and you cannot pause this. You can't fast forward it. It's just like a webinar. It looks like it's live to them. I mean, you can't click on the video or anything like that. And of course, they can go ahead and ask live questions as well. Finally, you have your replay URL. So once people go through your presentation, they go through it, you might want to send them a replay. I mean, they just opted in on the sign-up page, so now you have their email address. You might want to send them a replay telling them, hey, you know, the offer is ending soon or something like that. You can go ahead and send them to the replay, or they can watch the replay as well. Now, mine says expired because I didn't put a date in, so it says expired. But you can even put in a date and a timer and say, hey, this is ending next week or something. So here's the replay. Don't miss out.
And whatever you see, guys, the layout of the page, everything, it's all done while you were filling that form. Those 3 pages, those 3 forms, and it's all right in front of you. You don't need to worry about hosting. You don't need to worry about page builders. You don't need to worry about anything. You just need to worry about either, yeah, even if you just use the preloaded webinars, you don't even need your own presentation. But otherwise, if you're doing your own presentation, you just need, you know, one headline and a welcome video, and of course the content video. And of course, you need to keep your phone in your hand, because you'll be getting emails all day and long, because sometimes somebody from UK, sometimes somebody from US, sometimes somebody from East, West Coast. you're getting customers on complete automation. And that's the reason I love the name Autonars.
Yeah, that's actually where the name came from. Automated webinars. That's where it came from.
Yeah.
I'm a much better developer than I am of thinking about names. So I'm trying to think of a name for this. I'm like, what am I going to call it? Automated webinars.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's
Great.
actually where
And
the
it
name
really,
came
it
from.
really,
Autonars is
really
automated
is
webinars. That's
a
where it came
great
from.
Autonar,
Yeah,
I must say.
I'm a much
Autonar
better
is something,
developer than I am of
you know
thinking
what,
about
Brett?
names.
I
So I'm
think
trying to think of a name for
you're
this. I'm like, what
beating
am I going to call it?
yourself. You know, when you come with
Automated
a
webinars.
product, it feels like
Autonars.
this is the best one you made. And then when the next time you come up, I mean, now when you came up with Mail It, it was like, wow. I mean, it gets right inside inbox. I have not seen something like that ever before that. They all went here or there, but this goes right. I felt this is the product. I mean, this is the best product he has made. Now, when I saw Autonars, oh my God, I was again blown away. I said, oh my God, this is something that Brett has done the best. And I don't know, I mean, you are really killing it. And everything is happening, guys, right in this room. So if you want some of the vibes from Brett's, imaginations and all supremacy, you need to get inside this magical room where he's sitting right now, because here's what all magic happens and where he gives all the solutions to the world. One question I have though, whatever we saw here, whatever the whole interface and the whole webinar, are you all giving this inside the main product, or it's kind of broken into pieces with upsells? I'll be very honest and transparent on that.
Well, the only difference is now I don't hobble my software. When I write a software, I don't
Yeah.
hobble it and say like, okay, well this feature doesn't exist unless there's an upsell. I don't do that. I write a software and you get the software. I don't. Because they honestly, that's what a lot of marketers do. They'll write a software and then they'll start after the software is done. They'll say, okay, what can we leave out? I think you know what I mean.
What can we leave out?
Yeah, what can we leave out so we can have an upgrade? And that is so lame. You should add extra value. You shouldn't work backwards, right?
Right, right.
Now, I will say this though. The one thing that I did show in this video, we noticed there was 5 pre-made webinars. The front end actually has 2, or I'm sorry, there were 6 pre-made webinars. The front end has 2 pre-made webinars, and then the upgrade is actually for 4 more. And I think that's a fair upgrade because it took me time to make those additional pre-made webinars.
I agree. And so, as always, guys, the front end itself is complete in itself. You get the whole power of Autonar as it is. And if you want to really, you're not interested in your own webinars or stuff, but you want to use the power of Brett and Mike out there, who's the partner in crime with Brett, and they both really do so much of hard work getting all those stuff inside. One webinar takes me at least a week, for whole preparation. It's nothing like, we're talking and done. No, it's not like that, guys. It's serious business, because they do all the hard work so that you make all the money. You saw the 100% commission, 100% from the product they have created. It took a lot of time in the development of the product. Then they are actually selling it for you. It takes a lot of time to prepare for those presentations. Everything done for you. You just need to call people, come, invite people, and that again for a free workshop. Simple. And then, so you're getting leads, you're getting sales, and they're doing all the hard work for you. So it really makes sense that we need to actually appreciate the efforts with that upsell. 6 means, you have 6 times more the power to make money than you could do in the front end. Anything else that we have in the funnel, Brett?
Yeah, there is an upgrade after that. I mean, it's optional. Now, it's not fair to call it an upgrade, but one of the things that people honestly like to ask me about all the time is they want me to help them in their business. So what we decided to do, Mike and I decided to do, is we're going to do 4 weeks of coaching. So anybody that's interested in starting a business, starting an online business, I mean, Mike and I don't like to be a braggart, but Mike and I are 2 of the top marketers in this space. We're both top affiliates at JVZoo. We're both top vendors. So we're going to do 4 weeks of coaching as well for anybody that wants a coaching product. And I mean, that's actually something we priced at $47. So for 4 weeks of coaching from 2 top marketers for $47, that's a pretty good deal.
Are you crazy? You said $47 one time?
Yeah, because actually what happened was Mike and I were talking.
Oh my God. Oh, this is charity. Brett and Mike are doing charity, guys, for you. 47. I am ready to pay $497 for one single webinar, attending live with Brett and Mike. They are super genius when it comes to online marketing. Both of them have been awarded with JVZoo. This is serious, guys. Don't miss that out, please. I mean, if you miss that out, this is a lifetime opportunity. I don't think so when they'll pull that down, because they'll be flooded. Have you instructed PayPal on that day that, please keep an eye?
You know what Mike and I were thinking about is we were talking about it. He's actually we're like, let's do some coaching. People are always asking us for coaching. Let's do some group coaching. And we charge $197, $297. And I said to Mike, it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
If we charge a lower price, we can help more people. He's like, I love that. He's like, let's charge a reasonable price. He's like, how about like 10 or 15 bucks a week? And it came out to $47. That's 12 bucks a week for the 4 weeks. And this way we can help as many people as possible. It makes no sense to charge a high price. That's great. That puts money in our pocket, but that's less people we can help them because it's just out of some people's reach.
That is the reason I started by saying the most ethical internet marketer. This is it, guys, right in front of you. He really wants to help you. He's obviously, this is all not for charity, but the amount is priceless. I mean, it's something which anybody should get inside and meet them out.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, that's something. I mean, we don't. I'll be honest. Like you said, me and Mike aren't doing charity. I mean, we want to make money, but the thing is, we want to make money by helping other people make some too.
People are charging $197 per session, guys, per session, and with people like Brett Rutecky, Michael Thomas, both of them, it's like getting the whole JVZoo and Warrior Plus together. So, both JVZoo and Warrior Plus sitting together and teaching you how do we actually, crush both JVZoo and Warrior Plus. That's what it means. Anything else that we missed out, Brett?
No, I think we've covered everything so far.
Amazing, guys. And we missed the most important question. So, what is going to be the price? And is my people out there gonna get some early bird
discounts?
Yeah,
there is that. The price initially. One of the things you'll notice about my software, I mean, a lot of times product vendors, they create a software, they launch it, and then it vanishes. So I'll be up front from the door. My software is not going to vanish. I continue to sell my software. I sell software now that I wrote 3 years ago. My things don't vanish. I keep updating them. I keep on selling them. However, when I launch, I always sell it at the lowest price. I give people the opportunity to get in at the lowest price. So the price of Autonars is going to start off at $37. That's going to be the initial price. It is going to go up through the launch, and after the launch, it's going to go way up. Now, you said about an early bird. We do also have an early bird. We're probably going to do that for about 2 hours, or it's going to be $34.95. So it's going to be a little cheaper for the first 2 hours. It's going to go up to the full price of $37. Then after the launch, it's going to go up to probably $67 or $97, because at that point, I'll start selling it via Facebook ads and stuff, and I'll have to cover my ad costs, so I'll have to raise the price up.
I agree. And guys, this video will be released like 10-12 hours before the launch. And last question, Brett, because this is the most important one. When are you launching?
Yeah, we're launching on the 15th, which I believe is Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday. I actually had to check my calendar. It's the Internet Marketing Lifestyle. I didn't know what day of the week it was.
So it's June 15th
at 10 a.m.
What time? Amazing. So guys, this video will be released 10-12 hours before that. So if you're watching it before June 15, 10 a.m., you can find all the details under this video with all the demos and other stuff, and of course some great crazy bonuses as always that you won't find anywhere, with all the white label licenses and other stuff, plus some other cool stuff on this page. And at 10 I'm gonna notify you, but if in case you don't get my mail, please don't forget to click the button which is under this video and post 10. Please go take Autonar as early as possible, because the price is gonna rise very fast. And don't forget to take the first upsell, because that's 6 times more power in your business in the box. And the second, that really blew my mind. I mean, live group coaching for just a penny. I won't even take the price. It's just go out there and just pay it. Don't even watch the price, please. When they are there, just pay it. That's it, guys. Amazing. Thank you so much, Brad. You've been so kind, so generous, and you just gave us all the details. I mean, I always love you, and all my audience are gonna love this. I love your studio, and if you can just send me some of the magic spells that you have inside the room, I'll just throw them in my room. Maybe I get like 10%
I get you an email right away. I'll get you taken
of
care
the
of.
$1 million. Okay. Any last word?
No, I think we've covered
before we
everything.
leave?
I appreciate you having me on. It was actually great to get to talk to you for once. I've seen you on my group and stuff, and now we've gotten to talk. It was really great, and thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So June 15th is Autonar for you at 10 a.m. Goodbye. Take care. And don't forget, keep smiling because you look good when you smile. Take care.